really like some feedback on this stuff. Hello guys, let's go ahead and enter another Brood War cast because I'm enjoying this, to say the least. I am greatly enjoying this. We are spawning directly on top of Hyuk, the orange Zerg player on the right, going up against Bisu, one of my favorite players of all time, the red Protoss on the left. We are on Neo Medusa, which is a map I'm honestly not completely sure about how it is. So I'm going to take a quick look at it, go ahead and just reinforce the fact it's my second Brood War cast ever. But it looks like a very... Oh, I remember this map now. Okay. But yeah, so you've got this very nicely defended natural expansion. You've got a nice spot to forge fast expand. This is a backdoor that can lead you directly into the main once you go around this area. You do have this mineral backdoor third or whatever if you want to go for that. You do have the ramp that enters there, but you can see lurkers on the top can be very, very bad for toss. Reavers obviously can't do damage over here, but you can still get Reavers down there if you want to go Corsair Reaver, which I highly doubt. Doesn't seem like a good map for that, as it's a big open expansion. However, Bisu could do his Bisu build and go for a Corsair Reaver type of play, which I'm definitely expecting out of him because it's the Bisu build. Maybe it's not something that he's done recently, but hey, I'm a newbie when it comes to casting the recent scene of Brood War, because I don't know what's going on, but I'm having fun, so I'm perfectly happy with that. So we do see looks like an overpool build coming out of Hyuk. And one of the reasons why I picked this replay is because Hyuk is a player that has a reputation for amusing screw-ups. And that's obviously always going to be a good thing to see. Let's take a look at Bisu. He does have the pylon out in the front, probably going to be throwing down the forge next, considering that he's scouted both the gas and the pool. So he's got to be ready to defend those speedlings. We do see that this probe's going to go forward. Forge is now down, and we'll probably see him going for that Nexus next. Because these are going to be some... He actually might be forced to get down a cannon or two first before the Nexus. I don't know what the... Yeah, it's kind of looking tight for the time because the pool is already done and we see lings are being made. And I have to say, I love this interface for Brood War, considering the fact that you can't have everything being seen as it's happening. You literally have to click on it to find out what it is, and that's so refreshing. It's a much better element of surprise for it. And we do see a set of four sets of lings are going to be popping out. Cannons are really going to be up. We do see two cannons being thrown down before the Nexus or the Gateway. The Gateway will probably be thrown down over here and try and help that wall off immensely against these lings. And this is a lot of lings for its early start. It's not just one or two sets. And more lings are be coming in. Oh, Hyuk is getting his natural expansion, but a whole lot of lings are being made first. You can see how few drones he has. He hasn't even really mined that much, just enough to get speed. He's got that 100 gas. Speed will probably be coming next, I would assume. Of course, he could also make me a liar, which seems like that's what might be the case. But there, the Nexus and the Gateway have been thrown down now for Bisu. He does have an Overlord sitting directly inside his main, basically just staring at this Vespene Geyser, looking for the gas time. I'm going to try and gauge whether it's going to be normal Corsair opening, or maybe even just a +1 Speed Zealot, or it's like a +1 Zealot Archon type of push. We have a few pros coming out here, going for that big wall that is not really necessary, considering that Hyuk has not really used his large amount of lings at the start to put any kind of pressure at all on Bisu, which is kind of odd, to say the least. Would definitely, when someone makes 4 sets of lings before their first expansion, I would expect some kind of aggression. But Hyuk is apparently going to be content to go for his backdoor, mineral-only defendable third base, as opposed to being aggressive. Alrighty then. The Nexus has been delayed a fair amount, considering that all this has been invested in the front. Looks like this Overlord will not have any difficulty at all escaping, but I guess Bisu is now feeling safe to pull back these probes and just stay pretty stable. The gas has been taken, and only a little bit has actually been mined yet. We have a small wall of lings at the front, going to try and actually this thing's supposed to be patrolling a little bit, trying to find a scouting probe or something. But as far as things go, this is looking to be pretty standard by both players. Second gas is now down. We do have the Cybernetics Core now down, and with that sight, I guess Overlord's going to look to see if there's going to be a Stargate thrown down, probably somewhere on the right. And if not, it'll probably be back here. We do have Pylon, second gas, no Stargate, no Citadel. The Overlord is retreating, and we do have Stargate. There we go. Looks like it's actually probably just outside of the vision range of this Overlord too, so I don't think that Hyuk is really aware of that. But his lair is out. He's got a Spire being put down right at this Vespene Geyser, which I do not think actually damaged the mining. I think that'll actually help the mining. If the drone's going to go ahead and go just directly on either the left or the right. I guess we'll see once this gets taken. I'm definitely going to be expecting that gas to be taken fairly soon. If we're going to want to see a good count of mutas, or probably you might just go for Scourge actually. You might go for Scourge and go for Lurkers, but I don't see a Hydra Den at all on the field. But as for the business of Bisu, he's got his Stargate now just not finishing, and a Citadel of a Dune. It looks like we are going to be seeing some kind of Speed Zealot play at the very least, Zealot Archon, some kind of deal along those lines, but there's no +1 attack that has either been started or already made. Another cannon is even being thrown down, so I'm definitely expecting DTs. Yes, the Temple Archives. I feel so good. If I have actually called this, that is going to be DTs, I'm going to be feel really happy about myself, because it's literally my second cast of Brood War. Oh yes, oh yes. But hey, I'm a long-time spectator, so I've got a little bit of basic knowledge. There's a Hydra Den going down there. We've got the Extractor. So I'm not going to be expecting mutas because the Extractor is so late. We do see just a few Scourge being made. 2 more hatches are there. But we have this first Corsair running around, not getting any kills, but getting scouting information. I don't think it actually saw the Spire. I think it was turned around by the Scourge, but he might try and slowly get it towards... No, looks like he's not going to try and slowly get it towards the Natural Scout. So that Spire doesn't really need to be seen though, because the Corsairs have been scouted. But the question is, are mutas going to be coming out as well? I personally think it's doubtful. I think we're going to see the Hydra. I think that's really what needs to be seen by Bisu. But with the movement speed upgrade, as I believe that is what this is, I need to brush up on my icon reading, to be honest, but hey, this is still a lot of fun for me. I'm having a good time. So there's the +1. We have High Templar. He is going to be doing Zealot Archon, it seems. Oh, I wanted DTs, but there's a muta out. I don't know if that's a scouting muta or like a faking out muta, but as far as everything goes, we see drones being made at the eggs. That's just an Overlord. But I think it might be just a single fake out muta. It's kind of cool to see. Alright, so there's the +1 attack is about a third of the way done. And we might see a little bit of a push with a few... Just 2 Zealots, a Dragoon, an Archon, a Corsair, and a lagging Zealot are going to try and make this push. But without the +1, how much damage can it really do? Oh, maybe try and take down the Temple and move across and try and harass this base. Try to get the map control. But here we have this muta going to be there. The Archon, though, needs to target down the muta. Archon! Oh, Archon. Slacking. Can at least hit the Scourge, but still, it's taking down the Temple with a nice fair amount of speed. But here we have the Lings moving down. Alright, so the Hydras are out to this. Their speed upgrade done. They do, and they're getting Lurker deck. Alright, so we could definitely be seeing a Ling Lurker Hydra coming down with move down. Ooh, attack! Archon, attack the Lings! Attack the Lings, very nice. Archon doesn't have any kills. The Archon will not one-shotting everything, but still, it's a fair amount of Zealots. They don't have the +1 though, which is really key for dealing with these units. But Archon is still hanging back here. Bisu, why is your Archon not helping attack these guys? I mean, he took down the Temple, which is nice, but I mean, without these mineral fields gone, I don't think an Archon or maybe even the Dragoon can't even get up that ramp. I guess Speed Zealots probably could. Does he have speed on the way? Or is it done? It looks like speed might actually be done. There's a few DTs out. We have a fair amount of Templar. Do they have Storm researching? Yep, there's a Storm researching. Third's now about to complete actually for Bisu. But the couple of pros are going to go all the way back. Oh wait, no, he pulls back them. Oh, he pulls them back a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. This other base is now being taken by Hyuk, so that will take him up to 4 bases once that is done. So strong economies are going to be there for both of these players. As far as follow-ups go, we have a Robo down. Definitely need observers because Lurkers are on the field. I'll say +2 is now being researched, but with that +1 done, Carapace, is there a Carapace upgrade? Click on a link. There is no Carapace upgrade. Do we have any Evos out for the Zergi? I don't see an Evo. I don't see a single Evo chamber, so that's going to be interesting. But now we're having a strong push out of here. May just end up being a lurker contained if he can't break the front, because there's going to be Side Storm raining all over him. But a few Zealots do go down. Lurkers are obviously great against Zealots, but it looks like we're going to see pulling back. But you have this one DT moving across. Looks like it got hit by a little bit of splash from those Lurkers. But if that can do some damage, that'll be great. But where are the Evo chambers? Hive is now going down. We could be seeing Defilers out there. The Evo chambers, though. Carapace is about to be done with the +1 melee attack there. You can see the links are 0-0, and this DT no kills, but there is the Overlord, and that's the detection that he needs. Alright, so there we go. We're going to see the DT gets 1 kill. It's going to get 1 more. Actually, I don't think it got another kill. I think it tried to run away. But the Overlord speed being done is going to be pivotal for taking those guys out. But now we're going to see a Storm that should be able to kill that. It did need a couple shots from the Zealots, so nice move. I don't think she lost any real health on the Zealots either. Very, very, very nice. Alright, so, more Lurkers are being done. Looks like they don't have any other bases along the way, but the Hive tech is almost completed, so that'll be very, very nice, as right now this hatchery is got a single larva left, but the money is looking to be actually kind of high. I would not be expecting Hyuk to go almost to 1,000. I'd be saving up for getting out an influx of something. Could be getting his next upgrade. For Bisu, we see him right now just staying on top of his 3 bases. His money's kind of a little bit high there as well. He's not. There we go. More gateways are coming in. He's gonna be able to use those gateways to spend, but these gateways are actually all looking rather idle. There we go. Not anymore. Now they're getting out a good count of Dragoons. The +2 tech should be approaching completion. It's 3/4 of the way done. 2/3 of the way done. And is this Archon stuck? Because that would. Okay, it's no longer stuck, but he did have to kill off that building to go for that. I think that might have been the cannon. Don't really know. Either way, you need to go down so that the Archon could actually be allowed out of the base. Looks like we are going to be seeing a push. We do see that Bisu is at 150 food. Zerg is sitting at 126. 1-1 upgrades are done for him. And without this +2 upgrade going down, this is going to be an unfortunate timing that... unfortunate for Bisu, but if the engagement happens while the Zerg is at 1-1, that'll be really, really key, because those Zealots will not be decimating those Lings. But looks like there's no +2 yet. It's so close to being done, though. Oh, Bisu. Oh, Bisu. Yeah, he's now got Lings attacking those Dragoons by a nice storm. That's a lot of Link blood down there. We see his observers being key. No Hydras are there to really take us out. There's some more storms going down. A lot of Link blood. A lot of Link blood. Now we have more storms going down on the Hydra, so we have Hydra blood now mixed in. And there we see the +2 attack is now there, and Bisu is going to hit a very nice timing while these units are still at 1-1. We have a couple more nice storms. We're going to see that Bisu is going ahead in the food count, and we're just seeing Hyuk staying at 122. We have a lot of orange here, though. We have a huge amount of Lings moving forward. You got a lot of those Dragoons there. Oh, so much Ling blood. Archon's now there going nice bit damage. Look at the kills getting racked up on Archon. We have a lot. This is a huge push going down, but there are a lot of Hydras in the back. Now going to be able to snipe off some of those observers. That'll be a nice thing to do and get those down. But Bisu is still 160. Hyuk's only 113 for the food, but Bisu is taking a lot of loss. Now we have more Lings going down. They can go ahead and get on those Dragoons. That'll be really huge. But so many Lings, it might not even matter. Looks like the Archon's going to get stormed to his own death, and now we're going to see a lot of Dragoons, but these Lings are there still, which is the 1-1, and there are a lot of observers actually are out in the field, but the Dragoon count is getting reinforced a lot. We have probes now going to be transferring to this base that was taken by Bisu in the midst of all this, so Bisu can just retreat, be happy to put the pressure onto, where was that? Wait, is that Vengeful Sax? I think it's Vengeful Sax. I think we're going to see drops. We already have Pneumatized Carapace done for those Overlords. I hope those names are the same for Brood War and SE2. But we do have a lot of probes coming in, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 bases versus the 4 bases of Hyuk. 4 bases versus 4 bases. Definitely going to want to see more out of Hyuk right now. He's kind of down. He's down about 40 food. We can see Bisu is looking to be pretty solid right now with the state that everything is in for him. His upgrades, he's getting his +3 attack. Is that, ooh, whoops, is that a drop? I don't know. I don't think there's anything in that Overlord, though. Does manage to stay alive, though, so that's always nice. Let's see what the transition to be. I don't see any Reaver tech out at all. for the toss. It looks like there's going to be straight up high Templar for the nice side storm setting down. No emphasis on Reavers whatsoever. So we do see a couple more storms. Almost hitting nothing though. But an Archon's going to be morphed, and once that's done, that's going to be always. We're technically summoned. We do. Where's the observer? There, the observer's moving down there. Dark Swarm. Oh, the Defilers are around. This is. I like the surprise. I knew Hype Tech was out, but I didn't see the Defiler mount. So refreshing. So refreshing. Alright, so now a lot of these guys are going out for this. Defilers are going to be so key. Sidestorm Zealots are going to be Sidestorm Zealots are going to be the big things. A few DTs are mixed in for some nice bits of damage, but do we have Ultras? I want to know if there's going to be Ultras on the field, because that's something I would definitely be expecting right now for those big, beefy attack units that Zerg can use. Is that the... It's another hatchery. I'm trying to find an Ultra Cavern, but there we have this hatchery about to complete and get assaulted, but we're going to see a big storm. Oh god, huge storm. Oh, the Templars and their massive amounts of kills from the side. So now we're going to see negation down here. There is a Dark Swarm now, and those Dragoons have got to get out of there. The Defiler's got enough for another Swarm. Could actually theoretically do some plaguing as well, but right now it's just moving across the map happily, and we're going to see storms down there. This Lurker is still fully alive, though, taking no damage from the Dragoons, because that is the way that Dark Swarm works. But why is there no Ultra Cavern? I might have just missed it. I don't think so, though. But this base is now gotten cannoned, actually, and is now being taken by Bisu. But we see cracklings are out. Those are oh my god, the damage that they're able to do is crazy. I don't know if that was canceled or not by Bisu, but he's got a lot of oh, it's going to see the Dragoons take out the Lurker. Nice kill. +3 has got to be so close to being done. It is close to being done. Upgrades. We've got the 2 Carapace out for Hyuk. His Lings are not able to move right now. Where are those Lings? There is Ling. 2-2 is done. Do we have 3-3 on the way? We do. So that's going to be a nice set of upgrades for Hyuk. That's going to mean that Bisu's pretty much never had a real upgrade lead. He's been, even the amount of upgrades, Hyuk has been doing fairly well with his count, but there's no armor or anything. It's just this straight one forge that is not getting anything else, but the +3 attack is done. The Carapace for +3 is going to be done fairly soon too, probably in the next minute or two, and we could see a nice timing now with a max Protoss army. The momentary attack upgrade lead compared to the Carapace and the Zerg. I don't see any Ultras. It's just Ling Hydra at the moment with a very nice spread. Defilers are on the field, and now we're going to see, oh, there's those swarms, but they're going to help, actually going to help Bisu in the face of those Hydras. But you see a lot of storms going down. You can see Archons being formed. Nice storm down there, hitting a lot of units. And Bisu's going to be team pushing forward, but he got plagued. He got plagued. Look at the health of that Dragoon going down. And plagued Zealots are not a good unit at all, especially against Cracklings. Cracklings are supposed to get the 3-3 upgrades. They're going to belt away those Zealots. That's going to be huge. But now we're going to see a huge flank coming over here from the left with these guys. We see Bisu's getting sandwiched into here. Going to do a nice job of taking down this base, probably, but these Lings are streaming in. Oh, he might not be able to do that damage, as much damage as I thought he would. So those drones are getting taken down. There we have the over there, so DT is taking down this. High Templar gets off the storm. Oh, clutch storm right before it dies. Gets off probably a good solid 4 or 5 drones down there. We do have observers staying alive. Looks like we're going to see Bisu really getting out this base. A lot of cannons are being thrown down. That is pretty key. Only 1 pylon. NC2, that'd be bad. But it's StarCraft 1, you got 600 health pylons. Okay. Alright, so now Hatchery's continuing to mine, but this base is getting close to mined out. The main is getting scarily low, only a couple hundred left in some of those patches. Bisu has pretty much abandoned his main from mining. He's got only 1 patch that has any kind of minerals really left. Still, he's got this base up. He's got basically 3 full bases of mining. Hyuk does not have that much of a saturation over there. His natural is still going. His main is still going a little bit, and this base is going down. So his base will get about 3.5 bases of mining. This base is now done with the Nidus Canal here, so we can easily get some drones down there to mine. This DT is waiting to go ahead and start taking down any drones that are going down into this base. Right now, it could easily take down those Lings, but those Lings could now easily take down this Templar. But oh, look at Bisu. It's actually, he doesn't even get the aggro of the Lings down there. Wow. Great save on that, and just awareness by Bisu on that, DT. This Overlord somehow managed to stay there for a while. This has not really been able to be used by Bisu, who's able to take that down very early. But now we're going to watch as this is going to take it down. That temple does fall, and we can easily see reinforcing of drones and units through that avenue for Hyuk. But Bisu's playing very solidly. Hyuk is only at 145 food. Bisu's maxed once again, though, with a lot of zealots. But these lurkers, they need to get burrowed and move in, start dealing damage to get a nice position. But there's no... Where are the plagues? Where's the Dark Swarm? Looks like he's just trying to stay back, but this is a whole lot of zealots. Zealots would get wrecked. Oh, there's the plague! There's the plague! Oh, the plague! Bisu is getting horribly plagued, but there's a nice storm to be able to take down that one lurker, but still the Defiler is here, gets to consume off, and it can easily land more place, but look at the health of those zealots, so low, so many are in the red, that is huge. Now I'm not so scared by his max armor, but now we're going to see the burrow of those lurkers going to move in, play zealots, but there's a big storm, more storms going down, and Hyuk is not looking so good right now. He's got 136 food. Bisu is still hovering right below max. He's handling this incredibly well as all of these Lings are moved down here and try and just defend this space, but we do have a shuttle now out with Reavers, so they're the Reavers. I was going to throw them way too late. Oh, I love the surprises. Do we have Ultra Tech going down? Yes! Oh my god, I feel so good for catching that early. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Probably shouldn't be. I probably missed a whole lot this game, but it's all good. Now we have a big force of Zealots just getting completely evaporated. Those look like they must have played like the speed at which they went down. They are at 3-1. They actually, look at a nice amount of macro capabilities. Look at all those gateways. We do have the +2 shields now being researched, and with Hyuk being at 3-3, if he can get in those ultras, get a few good swarms down, plague before his ultras get in there, he could deal damage, serious damage. But there's a nice kind of Archons here, and Zealots here. It's going to be a little bit close. Right now, he's at 170 food. Excuse me, but there we have the Reavers. Oh, the Reavers can get a splash damage shot on those. Oh, so many dead Lings. Now he's pushing forward. A lot of damage being done. Zealots are going to move in. We do see a big surround. We got units coming from the left. Big flanking is actually happening right now. We've got a lot of units pushing in, but Bisu's got to hold this bridge. This bridge is going to be pivotal because this is a whole lot of circuit units just running around. So many Lings. These Reavers are going to be very vulnerable. It doesn't just kill off every single one of those Lings. But this base is now going down. There's no way that's going to be safe. Not with Reavers holding this bridge. Counterattack happening by... Never mind. No counterattack happening by Hyuk. As we're going to see that Dragoons are going to move in and start taking down the Hydras. But Hydras are very good against Dragoons. You can see it missing, actually. Is that actually... Wow, the Dragoon barely manages to win. And now we're having High Templar. Oh, the High Templar getting caught off guard. They are going to land some storms and morph into Archons, but still, as far as concerned, that was a nice pickup by Hyuk to be able to take those guys out. So many Lings here, those Archons not be able to finish, but that is a nice pickup. He's down to 106 food. Bisu at 160. He just has not gone down in supplies, always maintained at minimum 20, 30, 40 food lead count this entire game, and he is handling this quite well indeed, as all of these Templar are moving around trying to get those storms. Upgrades are looking solid. +3, +2, +2. But there's a good sniper on that High Templar. This High Templar has enough energy for a storm. He does actually land it on a good count of those Hydras, but those observers are going down. And it seems that Bisu is now being contained on this bridge. A lot of nicely spread lurkers are on the field. Bisu is still mining from a lot of bases. Hyuk is not. Hyuk basically has these 2 bases mining, and that's it. While Bisu has got his 2 bases mining and still quite a fair amount of gas. But now we're going to see Zealots moving down here to take down these Hydras. They will be falling. I can't imagine them being saved unless this entire force of Lings moves down the entire map to take down these small sets of Zealots. So I just said High Zealots, which is not going to be happening at all in this game ever. But still, these Archons are still being contained down here. Now we see Zealots going to be able to get attacked by those Hydras. But this game is starting to look like it's almost going to be Bisu's. He's maxed, and Hyuk is really not looking so good. Right, 113 food left. He's got very minimal mining happening. It's one base is even ultra base. He needs the gas to get more defilers. Ultras. I don't see a single ultra on the field right now. Where is that cavern? There's a cavern. I don't see a researcher or anything, but we do have Scourge. He wants to take down the shuttle with the Reavers, possibly, if that's going to be on the field at all. Or maybe just trying to deal with the Observers. It could be another reason to get those Scourge. But right now, it's definitely Bisu's command of the game. Definitely Bisu's command of the game. Moving forward, we do have Hydras continue to be put on the field, as these Overlords seem to be empty. So we're not going to be... I'll see maybe we're going to see a drop coming. I believe the Vengeful Sex was researched earlier. I remember hoping that that was what that icon was. But now we see an engagement happening in the middle of the map. A lot of there. A nice storm hitting a lot of those Hydras. More storms on a few Hydras down there. And storms are going down everywhere. Zealots are going to be moving in. With the Hydras being forced to retreat. 80 food deficit now for Hyuk. He's trying to do what he can. This single lurker is going to get taken out without too much difficulty, but it still did a nice job. Plus, there's all these units that are still tied up from Bisu down here that are just holding that ramp. So key. We have so many being tied up in a non-engagement on the right that this is basically a misleading battle in terms of what each player actually has. But so much of the map is now being seen, it's ridiculous. These lurkers are these observers not able to be sniped. You can see how close it was to being sniped. If it had, these units might have been pushed back, but still. We see more Lings pressing forward, and Hyuk is now falling below 100 food. Bisu is handling this incredibly well. This base is now being taken, but Hyuk he's got to do something here. He's got to be really careful right now. He might need to try and draw units into these lurkers, which is what he's doing. But there's not that much. These lurkers could do a little bit of damage, but the Archons are just not dying. They're low on their shields. They're going to die soon, but they're targeting down the lurkers, and I just don't see how much longer Hyuk is going to be able to last right now, because this is just a decimation against him. We've got him now at below 70 food. Yeah, I can't even click on the Overlord in time to see the foods. He has 68 food now for Hyuk. He's got these two bases mining, and that is it. Youchers. Bisu is still mining over here, full capacity. Hyuk has a lot of drones here, so a well-saturated base. Bisu's now mined out here. I guess Hyuk can try and play the starving game and just try and keep this base alive, but that doesn't seem like that's going to be happening anytime soon. He's going to get sniped by all these zealots. That Overlord gets taken out. We have a few Scourge moving down here, but as far as this goes, this game is essentially done. We're watching as Bisu just finishing off Hyuk without any difficulty whatsoever. And there's a nice storm. That's a good bit of Hydra death. That storm kind of misses, but who cares? Bisu has a swarm. He is maxed. Hyuk's now at 71 food, 69 food. He is just continuing to die, though. Sulk is moving down into the final push. These zealots are here, continue to attack happily. And now there is GG called by Hyuk, and that's going to be the game. A nice last storm as these players are getting taken out. And that is it. That is the game. Well done by Bisu. Very well done. As far as things go, I enjoyed it. Nice macro game, PvZ, a map that I'm not that familiar with, but it went fairly well. Definitely well played, and I enjoyed that a lot. Hooray for Brood War.